What is it about you're doing now that has such an important significance?
I think about the people in my family, such as my parents and my friends who are going through midlife change. And I think about how all the models that we know have broken, and it's up to us as a generation to just redefine where we're going with our lives and how we can change the generation that's leaving the workforce and doing a whole bunch of new and interesting things.
Do you sense that that people are perhaps lost in some way, like in terms of when they finish their career and they're looking for whatever next, they're perhaps not quite knowing what to do?
I've carried out hundreds of interviews. I meet people every day who are in this phase of life where there's just so many different changes that are occurring personally in their lives, as well as the world around them has changed a lot. So with everything moving, all these moving parts, it's really hard to figure out what is the right thing for them at this point in time. It prompts a lot of big questions, things that they just hadn't thought about. I think when people think about change, they often have these big lofty dreams. Sometimes the sorts of concrete things that they focus on are around money. Found is that when they come to our workshops, they haven't really thought about the day-to-day lifestyle of what the next chapter of their lives might look like.
Maybe the introductory course that you're about to launch. Just explain very briefly what it's going to be.
Is for people to come around together as a group and share a whole lot of stories. We share the curated content that we've researched around healthy aging, how the changing norms around retirement might be relevant to them, and get people to think about the content in the context of their own world.
What are they emerging with?
They're emerging with ideas and inspiration and positivity around the future of where they're going.
All about applying all the dreams and hopes that you have for the next chapter and getting started.
Right, well look, it sounds really interesting. What I like about it is it is quite logically broken down, like the weeks, in terms of how it progresses on. And I rather like the fact that you're actually given some tools, so you can actually put things into action. So as soon as you leave, you can put things into action and actually start experimenting, start finding a purpose, and all the other things that you get from this session. So it sounds like it offers an awful lot. Who do you think is going to most benefit from coming to the session?
People who've probably had quite a structured and linear career up until now.
Right.
And really are quite conscious of the fact that there's many things that are changing around them and in their lives. And really want to do something different in the next chapter of their lives.
So this is kind of there's a little bit of a daringness about this. This is kind of like saying, go on, do this, find something about you that you don't know or you wanted to put in action, and this kind of in a way gives you permission to say, let me do this, let me give it a go and discover the things I'd like to do as part of this new full-time life.
We're giving a safe platform for people to try something new and different, and have the support of others who are also going through change.
Okay, so that sounds really good, because I haven't heard anything like this before. It sounds exciting, Natalie. So I think there's going to be incredible interest about it. I wish you every success.
Thank you, Toby.
And thank you very much indeed.